Hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome back to my channel. So we got a little story time or whatnot. The time, y'all. Well, let me turn off my notifications. But look at the time. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure y'all see this fucking time. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? It's 3:02. Oh, I messed up my lighting, but we're back. We're back. So please do not mind my hair. I just showed you guys it's 3:02 in the morning. My hair is looking a little crusty, but yeah, I tried. And we have a story time. So you guys see the title or whatever. Try my best to keep it down because it is 3 in the morning and my roommate is sleeping. So yeah, story time about the time where we got, I don't really even know what I'm gonna title this, but this is the story time about the time where we got chased down by police. And this was just like one of like a kickback nightmare. Like this was one of them kickbacks from hell. So boom, let's get into it. So this story time includes Zebra. Zebra is gonna be in a lot of my stories as I continue to tell stories because I was always hanging out with her, and for some unknown reason trouble always found us. I don't know. So if you guys don't know who Zebra is, y'all should definitely be checking out my other videos and seeing who she is. I am gonna drop the videos that I have with her down below. I am gonna drop the videos that I have made about her down below, but let's get into it. So boom, when we were young, we always used to go to kickbacks. Like we always used to go to parties. Like that was just our thing. If I wasn't going to parties with Zebra, I was gonna go to parties with my friend Chelsea. And if you guys don't know Chelsea, she's the one who I told a story time with about my McDonald's manager. Y'all go down below, she's there. So I was either always going to parties with Zebra or Chelsea, like all the time. We were always going to kickbacks all the time. Like I feel like every weekend we went to parties, to the point now like I don't even care to be in the clubs like that no more. I don't even care for parties no more. Like in all honesty, if I pop out, like I really want to go, because when I was young, I personally feel like a lot of kids, they did not a lot of African kids did not really get a lot of freedom from their parents to go to parties when we were like younger. So like when they get older, they do it. But like my people never really cared about me going to parties. Like my mom did not care. Like first of all, me and my mom didn't get along. So any chance for me to get out of the house, she took it. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I used to tell her I'm going to a kickback and she'd be like, just go. Like she disliked me so much, bro. Like, you know how you dislike someone so much to the point where you're happy they're leaving type shit? Like that was my mom. Like we didn't get along. So like I would tell her, hey, I'm about to go to a party. She'll be like, have fun. And she will say like, oh, give me the address of the party you're going to and give me your friend's number. She'll say that just in case, like for emergency purposes. But like my mom, even though me and my mom did not get along, my mom was not a strict parent. Like if I wanted to go, like I could tell my mom, we're going to a party, we're gonna be drinking, but I'm not driving. And this is back when I was like 18 and stuff. Like I wasn't even 21. And she'd be like, you know, the legal drinking age is 21, right? And like I used to make jokes like, you know, we African, so it's 18. Because if you guys do not know, the legal drinking age in Africa is 18. Well, first of all, I don't even want to sit up here and say legal, because you could literally drink alcohol in Africa at a young age and not get arrested. So, but legally speaking, the legal drinking age in Africa is 18 years old, especially where my mom was from. So she used to be like, you know, the legal drinking age is 21. And I used to be like, you know, we African, right? And she just used to look at me, bro. My mom disliked me so much, y'all, because I just was such a defiant child. And she just used to look at me as you know the funny thing? My mom disliked me to the point where she thought the shit that I did was funny. Like my mom would just look at me and she'll just shake her head and she'll just burst out laughing and walk away. And I'll be like, yep, I said it. Yep, I said it. I said it. Yeah, so she's like, okay, I told her, I'm like, hey, me and Zebra, we're going to a kickback. I used to tell her kickback. I'm like, we're going to a kickback. It's in, and I used to tell her where it was. And where the kickback was like where I used to stay. It was in that area, like where I used to stay. And that area that I used to stay in, it was like not ghetto, but like it was ghetto at the same time. Like, so yeah. She's like, be careful, like you shouldn't even be going to kickbacks out there, da da da, like just be careful. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be careful, da da da. So Zebra is the one who ends up driving, because like we just used to take turns. Both of us had cars around that time. I think we were like 17 or 18. Both of us had cars around that time. So sometimes I would drive to the party, sometimes she would drive to the parties. It just depends. For the most part, I'm gonna say Zebra sometimes will drive to the parties around that time, because my mom used to hate when I would drive at night. Like she hated that. It's not like she would stop me from doing it, but like she would start nagging, like, why are you driving at night, and da da da, so many things can happen, and blah blah blah. So I just used to tell Zebra, come and get me, like just come get me. So she would come and pick me up. Oh, we didn't have to worry about my mom complaining about me driving at night. So Zebra comes and get me, and you could tell that like Zebra, she kind of looking a little worried, and I'm thinking like, why is Zebra looking worried like that? So I get in the car and she was like, hey Irene, hey, like you could tell like she huffing and puffing. I'm like, I literally side-eye her. I was like, hey girl. I get in the car and I'm on my phone. Like I'm just on my phone and I'm texting people back, because like I was supposed to be seeing people at the kickback. So I'm like, yeah, we're on our way now, this is that. I don't even remember who I was supposed to be seeing. Probably a guy that I liked or something back then, I don't know. But I'm in the car and I'm just texting, and out of nowhere, Zebra's nigga calls her. So Zebra, we're gonna call Zebra's nigga, we just gonna call her Zebra's boyfriend. We just gonna say Zebra's boyfriend. I don't want to give him a name. So Zebra boyfriend calls her phone, and I'm gonna be real with y'all, I don't really care for the boy. Like I don't care for him. Like he's just, I don't want to get too much into it, but he's just done too much. Like he did too much. Like he just did a lot. Like he's troublesome, but Zebra was troublesome too. So I guess there was a match made in heaven. But and I don't know if Zebra be watching my videos, but bitch, if you watching it, you know you troublesome, bitch. I'm sorry, I don't care. So yeah, so Zebra, he called her, and I literally, when I seen the call, I was just like, ew, like I hope this boy is not coming to the kickback. Like I don't want to see him. Like me and this boy don't have no beef. I never beefed with him. I never said nothing rude. Nah, we did. But like, okay, let me give y'all a backstory as to why I really did not like him. So when we were in intermediate, and intermediate is 5th and 6th grade, he used to bully me a lot. And I know people are like, girl, y'all were young. I don't care. Don't bully me. The fuck? I didn't bully people when I was a young girl. Like I didn't bully people. Like the fuck did you bully me for? So like I told him later on when we got older, I was like, you know, you used to bully me when we were young. And it's funny because like the bullies never remember who they bullied. Like he swore up and down I was capping. I'm like, bro, I know I'm not capping. Like when I used to walk into the class, he used to scream earthquake, like basically saying that I was so big to the point where I was making the class shake. And I would literally walk into the class and this nigga will yell earthquake, and the whole class would start shaking the desk like really hard, like do 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 do, acting like I was a dinosaur. Like I was big, but I just don't understand why people act like guys, I was big, but I wasn't that damn big. Like I just don't understand why people just even, and it doesn't even matter how big you are. Like mind your business, bro. Like mind your business. My weight should not affect you at all. Like, so I told him that he used to do that, and he was like, I ain't never did that, da da da. Like he started catching the attitude with me. My son, you just lying, da da da. I'm like, boy, I ain't lying. You used to do it. Like I'm not gonna sit up here and play with you. You want to sit up here and cap? I'm not gonna cap with you. So we got past that because I was just like, whatever. He want to deny it. I don't really care. It's over now. But I also did not like him because he did not treat Zebra right at all. Like he did not treat her right at all. So I just didn't really care for him. So when he called the phone, I automatically kind of knew that he would be at the kickback, and I was not happy about that. But at the same time I was, because he had a friend. He had a friend that I thought was cute. And I'm not gonna lie, I think I did stuff with him later on, but nothing too much. Just a little, you know, a little here and there. So like looking at his friend. His friend was very handsome. As a matter of fact, I seen the boy like a year ago, and he was still fine, y'all. I seen him at Home Depot, and he caught me off guard. Like, thank God, I was looking good too. I was looking good. I was looking good. Like, I was like at Home Depot, and I think this was not a year ago. This was in 2020, because this is when I was redecorating my whole room and I wanted to paint my room white. So I went to Home Depot for paint, and I seen his friend. And first of all, I didn't even see his friend. All I heard was, "Hey, Irene." And I turned around and I was like, I kid you guys, I have not seen that boy since I was like 17 years old. I was 17 back in like 2017. Like I was 17 back in like 2015, 16. I was young. At this time it's like 2020, and he even looked finer than when he looked when we were younger. I just started shaking. I was like, oh, hey. And he was like, hey. He was like, you look good. I was like, you too. Like, ooh. Like, I had a little crush on his friend, but it was nothing. I had a crush on his friend, but I was dealing with another guy, so it just wasn't really that serious. Like, it was just like, you know, some little kitty shit. Like, you know how like your friend got a nigga and her nigga got a homeboy, and then you and the homeboy, y'all just do things here and there, but y'all never really like talk. It was one of those moments. So I knew they were coming to the kickback, but at the same time, I did not want to see Zebra's boyfriend. Like, I just don't like him. And another thing is, whenever Zebra boyfriend used to be at parties, he would like, oh my God, bro. Like, okay, I know I'm getting so sidetracked, but it's like everything, I'm just trying to give you guys as much insight to understand why I did not really care for this boy. Okay, this is how it would be. Zebra's boyfriend would come to the same kickbacks as us, but he would come with his friends. Me and Zebra will always go to the same kickbacks. It was always me and Zebra, and then like we would have a tag along once in a while. We would have one of our other friends. Somehow, some way, by the ending of the night, Zebra's boyfriend will be in the car with us. And one time, and he just used to irritate me. Okay, because like he will basically like, okay, he would come with his friends. Mind you, he didn't have a car, so he was never driving. So he would come with his friends, and literally by the ending of the night, he will not even say, oh, could you take me home? This and that. He will literally come up to her and say, you taking me home. This girl will fucking take him home. He just used to irritate me. Like, I remember like he would say, get to the back, Irene, get to the back. Cause like I was riding in the passenger. Now I understand that that's her boyfriend, but I just personally feel like, I don't know, y'all correct me in the comments if I could be wrong, but I personally feel like as a guy, if you did not come with your girlfriend and you're asking her for a ride home when the event is over with, let her friend sit in the front. Like, it's not that deep. And even if you do want to sit in the front, ask politely. Be like, oh, Irene, can I sit in the front next to my girl? But he will literally be like, get to the back, get to the back. Like, nigga, the fuck, you like the fuck, bitch, I'm not Rosa Parks. I'm not getting to the back. So me and him started arguing about that. I was like, no, you get to the back. Like, nigga, I've been sitting here like, and it's not even just that. I had all my shit. I had my makeup. You know how like when you go out, you bring your makeup, your makeup to touch up, your shoes, like you bring your shit, your lotions, your perfumes. All my shit was in the front already. I was like, no, you get to the back. Like, you wasn't even supposed to be a part of these plans. Like, you need to get to the back. Zebra's like, oh my God, y'all, like, it's not that deep. Like, it's not that deep. So then he's like, well, then tell your friend to get to the back. Tell your friends to get to the back. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just get to the back. Cause like, I don't even have the energy to argue with him. Mind you, this is not the same kickback that I'm talking about. This is another kickback, y'all. Bro, I get to the back and I guess he sees that I'm mad. And so he one of them people that like keep pressing you. So he like, oh, Irene mad. Let me make her more mad. I was on the aux. Like, I like getting the aux when I get in my friends' cars. And even when I get in my car, I like having the aux. I'm not an aux hogger, but my friends usually just, they know that I like the aux. So whenever I get in the car, they just give me the aux. So I was on the aux. I go to put my phone, like she didn't have a Bluetooth. Like she had the aux where you put your phone in, you put the plug in. As I grab the aux, mind you, her aux is long, like it can stretch to the back. So I reach to the front and I grab the aux. He snatches the aux out of my hand and he's like, nah, we're not listening to your music. We're not listening to that shit. We're listening to my shit. And I'm literally looking at Zebra. And that's another thing. I hate when girls let their boyfriends disrespect their friends. I hate it with a passion. Like, my nigga would not disrespect any of my friends. Like, a nigga that disrespects my friends is not my nigga. Because if you cannot, like, you cannot sit up here and tell me that you love me and you're disrespecting my friends type shit. And yeah. So then I used to look at Zebra like, you're not gonna do nothing about this? So then she told him, she was like, can you stop? Like, she was like, you're doing too much. Like, can you stop? Like, she started telling him. So he's like, how the hell am I doing too much? Like, I want to listen to my music. Da, da, da. So I said, you know what? Have it. Like, because at this point I'm irritated. Have it. You can have it. I don't care. So he listened to his music. He turned up the music to the full volume. He listened to Moneybagg Yo. I'm even for the, like, bro, y'all, I remember this day. He listened to this song from Moneybagg. And I'm just wanted to, like, slap him. Like, mind you, he pretend I'm him. I'm in the back seat. He doing this. He turned up the music. He told myself, I'm on the drive for real. Ran off on the plug for real. You run up on us for real. I came up for love for real. I blew a deal for real. Then he turned back to the front and he's like, I'm on the bus for real. You about to piss me off for real? I'm about to flip out for real. Getting on my nerves for real. Why are you even here for real? Bro, y'all, like, I'm not even like, and mind you, like, this boy was so annoying, y'all. Like, literally, he's looking back at me smiling. I'm literally just looking up in the front at him, like, mind you, I'm sitting behind her. So basically, I can see him, like, you know what I mean? So I'm literally just looking at him like, why are you doing all this extra shit? Like, what are you doing all this for? So he's, yeah, for real, for real, for real. So he sees that he's not getting under my skin. So you know what he does? He literally plays the For Real song like 5 times. And she's letting him. I'm literally looking at the back of this bitch head like, I should really just sock you in your head for letting him do this shit. He played the song like 5 times to irritate me. Like, and it wasn't like he played the song, then he played another song. No, like, he played that song 5 times. Then he played Designer song. What's that song by Designer? I forgot. Hold on. Let me, y'all, like, it was, I think it was Panda. Was it Panda? No, it wasn't Panda. Timmy Turner. When, you know what he be like, Timmy Turner, you been wishing on a burner just to see your niggas walking, something like that. Just fucking the brown shit. Da, da, da. Like, he kept playing Timmy Turner over and over again by Designer. He kept playing it over and over again. And at this point in time, mind you, this drive was far. Like, this was not one of the kickbacks, regular kickbacks that we used to go to. This was one of them kickbacks that was pretty far from our house. So literally, and mind you, we went to go stop at a food place to get food. He's literally playing Timmy Turner. Like, he's singing Timmy Turner. You been wishing for a burner just to see you niggas walking. Da-da-da-da-da-da, fucking the bar shit. Like, he's singing and he looking at me. I'm like, nigga, like, the fuck is you? Like, you're doing too much for my liking. Like, you're doing too much. So I'm quiet. I'm ignoring him. So that should let you guys know the context of me and him. Like, me and him did not get along at all. Like, I didn't get along with him. I care for him. So back to what the story that's at hand. When he called, I got mad because I automatically knew that, like, he about to impose on our plans and this bitch finna let him. So she was like, yes, I'm on my way, yes. I'm like, oh my god. So then he hangs up, and mind you, he was rude, y'all. Like, he's so rude to her. He's like, the fuck, like, hurry up. Like, he yelling. So she hangs up. So I was like, Zebra, what's going on? Like, I just asked her, like, what's going on? Like, I kind of already kind of peeped that something was going on. So I was like, Zebra, what's going on? She's like, nothing, bro, nothing. So I was like, Zebra, what's going on? Because mind you, this hoe is saying nothing, but she accelerated her speed. Something. I'm like, Zebra, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Like, come on, let me know what's going on. So she's like, he's in trouble, and I gotta go save him. Oh no! Oh! If you gotta save him, that means I gotta save him too, because I'm with you. Let me out now. Let me out this car right now. So at this point, Zebra is panicking. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm beginning to get mad because it's like, you kind of putting me in danger, low-key, because I don't know what I'm going, like, you, like, I don't know what like type of mess this boy has gotten himself into, and you're not even telling me what type of mess this boy has gotten himself into. You're just driving and speeding and stuff. Like, let me know what's going on. So she basically tells me that some gang members want to fight him. Not even that. Some gang members, they were trying to kill him. So I'm looking at her like, what makes you think I want to die with him? I'm not even trying to sound insensitive, but I don't even like this nigga. Like, I don't even care for this nigga like that. Like, I didn't dislike him at this time, but I just don't care for him. Makes you think I want to be like a part of his death. Like, if it's his time to go, honey, you don't got a gun in this car. Like, what do you mean you're gonna go save him? The fuck, are you about to jump in a line of fire? Is that how you're trying to save him? Like, I'm confused. So I'm like, which gang members? So she tells me the gang boy's name, and I actually know the boy. Like, everybody, if you from, like, I'm not even gonna say that because I don't want people to be watching and be putting the two and two together, but this boy was local. Like, everyone knew him. So I was like, why is he beefing with him? Basically, long story short, boyfriend had them hands, and he been having hands since we was young. Like, I remember when we were like in intermediate and elementary school, he used to be whooping. As a matter of fact, I got a story time about him. I got another story time about him from when we were like in 6th grade or 5th grade. But yeah, he used to be whooping guys up and down the hallways. I'm talking about, like, if you fight Zebra's boyfriend, he's drawing blood from your face. Like, if it's not from your nose, from your mouth, like from your eye, he drawing blood, and he gonna knock you out at least once. So I already knew that his hands was accredited. Like, his hands was lethal type shit. And so basically, I'm guessing he didn't fought. He got into a fight with one of the other gang members, not the guy that I said was local, but one of the other gang members, and he beat him up badly. So I guess now they wanted him dead. Like, and he kept telling and like, basically they were trying to lure him away from the kickback because he was standing right in front of the house, and they were basically saying, come fight, like, come fight. But he knew that they wasn't talking about fighting. Like, he knew they were trying to shoot him, and they had all their guns, and they were saying, nah, come fight, like, you big and bad, like, come fight type shit. And he was like, no, I'm not leaving this kickback, because, like, you know, he stayed at the kickback because, you know, like, you know what I mean, they not gonna do it at the kickback. Like, you know, they don't want to get like caught. And like I said before, those guys were local. Like, everyone kind of knew them. So it's like, if you like if they decided to pull some shit like that and shoot him at the kickback, we would have all just snitched on them, you know what I mean? So they kept trying to lure him away from the kickback, and he basically was telling them, why are y'all trying to lure me from a kickback if y'all just want to fight me? Like, he basically was saying, if y'all just want to fight, we can fight right here in front of, because this kickback was like a house, and it was like in the cul-de-sac, and he was like, we could just fight right here in the cul-de-sac. Like, why do y'all keep trying to lure me away from the kickback? And they were like, nah, nigga, like, come fight. So he could tell that it was getting serious. Like, he could tell. So he decided to call Zebra. Mind you, he called Zebra before I got in the car. So when I stepped foot in the car, she was already panicking. Remember, I told y'all in the beginning, I could tell something was off, but I didn't know what was going on. So she's basically telling me all of this now because I forced it out of her. And I basically was like, Zebra. So mind you, while I'm talking to her, he calls her again. And I'm just like, oh my God, bro. Like, this boy is always ruining shit. Like, this boy's always ruining stuff. Like, ugh. And she answers, and he is screaming at her. Like, he's like, bro, I told your ass to hurry up. Da da da. Like, he yelling at her. And I'm like, huh. Can't be me. Like, it just, like, I'm sorry. Like, I know y'all, but it just cannot be me. Like, a nigga cannot be like yelling at me like that, and I'm trying to help him out of a situation, and he's screaming at me. Like, you need to go scream at the boys who want your head. Don't scream at me. So she's like, I ain't coming. So he hangs up on her. He calls my phone. I'm like, the fuck is, oh my God. I'm like, what is this boy calling my phone for? Like, the fuck, like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Do you think I'm gonna say, yeah, Captain? Hang up the phone and press the gas for her so we can hurry up? Like, bro, we're going as fast as we can. This girl is running red lights. This girl is running stop signs. This girl is speeding past the speed limit. The speed limit is 45. This girl is going 75. How faster do you want us to get there? Like, what? Like, this is not what we signed up for. Like, we signed up to go to a kickback, shake our ass, drink some drinks, smoke some weed, because that's when I was the heavy pothead back then. Smoke some weed and go home. Like, we didn't sign up to jump in the line of crossfire between you and gang members. Like, why are you even beefing with gang members? Like, what? He calls me, and I'm just like, oh, and she's like, answer. And I'm like, no. I told her, I'm like, no, I'm not answering. Like, I don't want to hear him. Like, I don't want to hear what he got to say. Like, no. Like, bro, Irene, please answer. He's in danger. Good. Maybe that'll teach him to sit the fuck. Let me stop. So yeah, so I answer the phone, and I'm like, hello. He's like, yeah, where are y'all? And I was like, we're on our way. And he was like, yeah, she finna piss me off. Like, he's complaining about her. And she was like, what is he saying? Because, like, I don't have him on speaker. And I was like, I just knew he was calling to talk mess about her. And I don't want to get her riled up. So he was like, yeah, she finna piss me the fuck off. I've been told her to come. I've been told her I was in danger. This and that. Like, he's going off. So I'm like, we're coming. And I hang up. I just hang up on him because it's like, boy, bye. So she was like, what did he say? What did he say? And I was like, nothing. He just asking where we at. And she was like, oh. And so she's driving, y'all. Guys, this girl runs a stop sign and like there's a car that's coming and he beeps at her. And so at this point, y'all, I get mad. Like, I get mad because I'm like, look here, buddy. Look here. I understand that this is your nigga, but this is not my nigga, okay? I don't want to die on behalf of your nigga. I don't want to die, period. It's not my time to go. But I damn sure don't want to die on behalf of something that has nothing to do with me. Like, this is not even my boyfriend, okay? Because my boyfriend wouldn't even put me in shit like this. What do you possibly think that you finna go do? And she kept saying, I'm gonna go talk to them, because she was cool with one of the gang members. She's like, I'm finna talk to. I said, it does not matter. Like, it does not matter. Let the boy stay at the kickback. Let him stay in front of the house. As long as this boy stays in front of the house, they not finna do nothing to him, because they know that if they do some shit to him, he's like, you know what I mean? Like, they know that if they do some shit to him, he's fried. Like they're fried. They're gonna get caught. Like, let him stay in the front of the house. But as far as I'm concerned, bro, do not be running stop signs and stop lights to try to get to this boy and end up getting us into a bad accident. Because y'all, like, the car almost hit us. Like, you cannot do shit like that. Like, you have to understand that I'm in the car too, and you need to take your friend's life into consideration. Like, what's wrong with you? So she's like, all right. So she starts calming down. She's still speeding, but at least now she's stopping at stop signs and she's stopping at stoplights. So boom. So we finally pull up. When we pull up, we are blowing this boy's phone up and he's not answering. So she starts freaking out. Like, she's literally like, oh my God, he's not answering, Irene. He's not answering. He's not answering. He's not answering. Like, I'm literally looking at her like, good, let's go party. The fuck? Like, sorry. If his life had to come to an end tonight, oh well. Sorry, bro. He not even sorry. Like, what do you want me to say? Like, I don't like this boy like that. Like, bro, like, I don't care. Like, this is not like, and I know some people about to be like, damn, like, you sound inconsiderate, but it's like, you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. Like, what? Like, I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care about this nigga, and I just know that this nigga would not do this for me, so why the hell am I doing it for him? And he wouldn't even do it for her. Like, if she was in drama, he not finna do all that. Like, no, I did not care. So then she was like, he's not answering her. He's not answering. So I finally told her, I said, Zebra, I said, I'm not trying to be mean, but I didn't call them 5 times, because mind you now, we're parked. The kickback is jumping. I can hear, hey. I want to be in that crowd going, hey. I don't want to be in this car worried about the fact that your nigga is not answering your phone. Like, I don't care. So I told her, I said, Zebra, the kickback is jumping. I said, okay. I said, at the end of the day, oh boy came here with friends. He didn't come to this kickback by himself. His friends can handle it. I said, what do you think you can do? Like, I'm really like trying to get in her head, like trying to see where her sense is coming from, because she's not making sense at this point. So I'm like, what do you possibly think that you can do? Do you possibly think that you finna fight the boys? Do you think that the boys finna see you and be like, oh yeah, that I'm cool with her? You're not even friends with these guys like that. You're cordial with them. Do you think they're finna see you and be like, oh, that's your girl? Oh yeah, you got it. You got it. Have a nice day. No, these boys want this nigga head, and these boys are known in the city for actually like just starting messing. They're just disruptive. They've calmed down now. But back then, everyone knew them for, like, if they wanted somebody head was gonna get God type shit. It's like, you doing too much. Like, you didn't already, first of all, she already showed up late. She showed up late. And I don't know, I could be tripping, but a part of me feels like she tried to go get him, but I started blowing up her phone. So she turned around and came and got me. That's what and I confronted her about it, and she said, no, that's not what happened, but I don't believe that because first of all, Zebra was never late. Like, I was always the one that was late. I was always the one that would get ready late, this and that. Zebra always got ready on time. That day, y'all, I was waiting for Zebra forever, and like my mom, like you already know how parents are back, especially when you're younger. When it's like started approaching 10, my mom started saying like, why are you not, like, you know how parents are, if you're not out the house by a certain time, you don't need to go, blah, blah, blah. So it started approaching 10 and this girl still was not here. Mind you, the kickback started at 10. I told this girl, come pick me up by 9:30. I was blowing up this girl's phone. She was like, yeah, I'm going to come and get you. I got to do something real quick. I feel like she tried to go get him, but because I started complaining, she just came to get me. So first of all, you already almost came late. Then you were running through stop signs and stoplights trying to get to this nigga like you was a fucking Batman, like you was finna save the day. You're not. Then you're there panicking in the car because he's not answering your phone. Like, bro, what? So I called him. I said, I'm gonna call him one more time. I said, if the boy don't answer, we just either need to A, go up to the kickback and see if he's in the front, because he kept saying he was in the front of the kickback. And if he's not in the front of the kickback, then we just need to go to party. I know this sounds so inconsiderate, but I told her straight up, I said, he not finna do this for you. And she knew deep down inside he not finna do this for her. So why are you doing this for him? So she was like, okay, you right. Call this boy. Mind you, when she was calling him, he was rejecting her calls. That was another thing. Like, he was like rejecting it. So I was like, let me call him. I called him and he was like, yeah, what's up? And I was like, Zebra wants to talk to you. So I give her the phone. As soon as, mind you, he was being very nice when he said, yeah, what's up? He was like, yeah, what's up? I said, Zebra wants to talk to you. As soon as I gave her the phone, what the fuck do you want? It's too fucking late. I'm literally looking at her in the driver's seat like, she was like, what do you mean it's too late? What do you mean it's too late? He talking about something, I already fixed the plan. I told your ass to get here like 20 something minutes ago. I already fixed the plans. Some of my other bros already pull up. Stop calling my phone. And he hung up on my phone. He hung up. So at this point, I'm just looking at her. She not even looking at me in my eyes because she knew. She gave me the phone and I said, can we go party? And she was like, yeah, let's go. Fuck him. Cool. So now we're walking towards the kickback. The closer we get into the kickback, we like, man, I'm trying to cheer her up because I could tell that she's kind of hurt by what he did. And I would have been hurt too, because it's like, we damn near put our life on the line to try to get to this kickback for you to curse us out because we didn't get here on time. Like, you are rude. So I'm trying to cheer her up. I'm like, girl, I was like, look at the party. I was like, this whole jumping from outside, like, we gonna be in this bit. So she's like, yeah, like she's getting like, she's getting like happy again. So she's like, yeah, like we really finna be in this hoe. So we walking. The closer we get into the party, we hear, hey, like, mind you, it's one of them parties where like, you gotta go like this to pass by people. Like, it's one of them parties where everybody, like, it's a small house with about 100 people in it. You gotta go like this. So we like, yeah, I don't know. I don't like that shit now that I've gotten older. I don't like parties like that. But back then, those were my type of scenes. Like the scenes where everybody and their mama was in that house, to the point where we could literally like be packed like sardines. I used to love those type of parties. Them used to be the best parties. But nowadays, I just think of so many things. I think of the fact that I don't want my makeup melting off. I don't want to catch COVID. I mean, I know some people are about to be like, well, you're going to a party, you're gonna, like, you have the chances of catching COVID regardless, but you know, it's just a higher chance of catching COVID when you're sitting in people's faces and you're packed and you're touching people and everything. And the fact that, like, if you want to get anywhere, it takes a lot just for you to maneuver through the house to get alcohol or go to the restroom. And also just the fact that, like, I feel like because we go to clubs so much now and we're always in sections, I think it would be so ghetto for somebody to have like a kickback, like how they were having it back when we were younger, when the whole hood used to pull up. Like, if it's a kickback now with just, like, you know, people that, like, about a good 20 something people that you know personally, that's a different story. But when it's like a kickback with like over 100 people packed in the house, I feel like we've outgrown that. So, but back then I didn't. So I was happy, mind you. Like, this kickback was packed to the point where people were outside. Like, the door was open. Like, we could see the party. Like, the door was open. Like, even one of the boys had said, I don't know how y'all gonna get in there. It's full. Like, it's completely full. So I was like, damn. So the neighbors, before me and Zebra walked in, I seen one of the neighbors and he was like this on the phone. He was like, and he was looking at the house and he was talking on the phone. So I said, Zebra, look at the neighbor. And so she was like, why is he looking like that? I told her, this party finna get shut down. I said, so let's have as much fun as we can have until it gets shut down. Y'all, we stepped foot into the house. Barely, because like I said, it was packed. As soon as we step foot into the house, all we hear is, kid y'all not. 12 pulled up, 12 deep. Like, it was like 12. It was so many cop cars, y'all. Like, it was crazy. Mind you, everyone was smoking weed. We had alcohol. None of us was 21. We were all in high school still. We were either in high school or like fresh out of high school. Everyone was smoking weed. Everyone had alcohol. Like, it was packed. Like, 12 pulled up deep, y'all. Now, y'all already know that parties like that always get shut down. Like, police always come. Like, it's normal, right? But y'all, and then you know the officers come and they come in the house and they say everybody go home. Cool. No. It wasn't that type of party. These officers were getting out of the car and chasing people down and handcuffing them. So y'all, and I already kind of knew that that's what was gonna happen, because it's like, why are 12 cop cars here just to tell one party to go home? So y'all, they parked. They didn't even, like, they literally parked. So the MC had the microphone and the MC yelled, 12 here, everybody get the fuck out, everybody get the fuck out. Like, he yelling like, everybody get the fuck out, 12 here. Guys, I feel bad for whoever's house that was. The police officers started running in. It was a lot of police officers too. And they were just catching people, handcuffing them, tackling people. Like, it was bad. People started busting the windows out of the people's house on the side, like busting the windows out, because 12 was basically sitting at the front of the house entrance and was just catching people, tackling them, handcuffing them. Like, and it was more cop cars pulling up. Like, it was bad. Like, I don't even know why they were arresting people, but I'm guessing I heard that the neighbor had told them that we were smoking weed and we had alcohol. So they were like basically trying to arrest people for like paraphernalia. And y'all, I don't know if y'all know, but in Texas you can do some hard time for weed. Like, it's not a joke. Like, it's not a joke. Texas, they do not, like, I think Texas will probably be the last state to make weed legal, because most of the officers make the most money from arresting people for weed. Like, they're not about to uplift that law when they're making money from that law and they're putting minorities in jail from that law. No, y'all already know Texas is a very redneck state. They're tackling people, they're handcuffing people. So I seen one of the officers with a baton beating on people. I'm like, bro, what is this? Like, hell no. Like, this is not the normal protocol. Like, you supposed to come and say everybody go home and that's it. Like, you're not supposed to be doing all that extra shit and probably give the person of the house the fine. But nah, them motherfuckers wanted blood. Like, it was bad, y'all. It was bad. Cause 12 was sitting at the front, people basically started saying 12 in the front of the house, 12 in the front of the house. So all you hear is boom, and all the windows start breaking on the side of the house and people are busting out the window. Now people start trampling over each other. Some people start bleeding. Thank the Lord, we seen 12 come as soon as we walked in. So we been ran to our car. Like, we ran to her car like quick. Like, we ran to her car quick as hell. So we running. Tell me why this girl cannot find her keys. Where are your keys? 12 is coming. Where are your keys? So she's like, I don't know where my keys are at. She's looking at her purse and I'm like, bro, hurry up. Like, I'm yelling at her like, hurry up. Cause like, bro, like, just hurry up type shit. So they running and everything. Like, it's crazy. They're arresting people. They're like handcuffing people. We can see people on the sidewalk like trying to get out of the handcuffs, trying to run. They're tackling people. They're hitting people with batons. Like, it's crazy. People are busting out the windows. Girls are getting injured. I can see people bleeding out from the glass hitting their legs. Like, it's crazy. It's bad. It's a nightmare type shit. And basically, she finally finds the keys on the floor. I'm guessing she dropped the keys on our way to the house. So she finds the keys on the floor. She hurries up. She gets the keys. And we get in the car real quick and we lock the door, and she's trying to start the car. We get in the car and we're like in the car for, I'm gonna say, a good 20 seconds, and she finally starts the car up and she's driving. And so I'm like, and I was like, bro, Zebra, I told you, like, I'm talking to her. I'm like, I told you 12 was coming. I told you. And she was like, how did you know? And I was like, bro, and I was telling her like how the neighbors were on the phone. I was like, the neighbors were on the phone. Like, I could tell that they were on the phone with the police. Like, I told you. And then out of nowhere, I hear, whew, that was a close call. And then I hear somebody else say, I know, right? Guys, we turn around and there's two random girls in the car. Y'all, I cannot make this type of stuff up. Like, me and Zebra literally turned around and it's two girls in the car. And the two girls was like, hey girl. And we're just like, and I said, when did y'all get in this car? Like, what the fuck? Like, when did y'all get in this car? So one of the girls, she was like, girl, we got in the car when y'all got in the car. We thought y'all saw us. So me and Zebra are just looking at each other, and we are dead ass thinking, like, all jokes aside, if those girls wanted to off us, they probably would have been able to get away with it, because how did these girls get in this car and we didn't even notice them? Like, y'all, we were having a whole conversation about how, like, that was a close call, this is and that, and da-da-da. And these girls were in the car with us and we didn't even know. So we're just asking them, like, how did y'all get in the car? And basically the girls were telling us that when we opened the door, they just saw anybody that was opening the door and jumped in our car so they couldn't get arrested. And we're just like, oh. So Zebra's like, oh. So we're just looking like, oh, like, we're confused. So then Zebra's like, well, do you guys want me to take you to your car, like take you back to your car? And the girl's like, girl, we walked here. We ain't get no ride. We walked here. So Zebra's like, oh. And Zebra's like, okay, do y'all live, like, y'all live close? Like, do y'all live close up here? And the girl was like, yes, we live close. We live close. So Zebra takes them to their apartment, and they did. They live very close. They live very, very close. So we dropped them off, which was just so weird. I was just like, what the hell is wrong with us? So we dropped them off. And at this point in time now, guess who's calling? Zebra's boyfriend. So Zebra's boyfriend starts hitting up her phone, and he's blowing up her phone. He's blowing up her phone. So she's like, look who's calling me now. And I'm like, ugh. So she finally answers, and he's like, where are you? Like, he yelling. He like, where are you? Where are you? And she was like, why are you yelling at me like that? He was like, bro, because did you not just see what happened? Like, did you not, like, he catching the attitude. I'm looking at him like, bro, what do you mean? You literally sit here and talk about, did you not just see what happened? Like, bitch, you acted like we made it happen. Like, what? So she's like, yes, I seen what happened. He was like, you need to get home now. You need to get home now. He's like, as a matter of fact, you and Irene need to get to this address now. Get to this address now. They moving the Kickback to here. They moving the Kickback to here. I'm literally looking at him like, whoever is trying to throw a kickback after this whole catastrophe is sick in the head. Because these police officers didn't just come and say, oh, y'all go home. No, these police officers came and did the extra, did the most, did the absolute most. So I told Zebra, I'm like, I just want to go home. Like, I'm like, you know, but at the same time, I didn't want to go home, but I did kind of want to go home. Okay, this was the thing. I didn't want to go home because the night was not over. It was like 11 o'clock at that time. But at the same time, and then on top of that, if I went home so quickly, my mom would have been like, where were you? Like, why did you just leave my house and come home? Like, my mom would have thought like something was off because she knew I was going to a party. So I didn't just want to go home too quick, but I didn't want to be around Zebra's boyfriend. Like, I just did not like being around him. So I told her, she was like, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to where he's at? Or I said, it's whatever you want to do. Like, you the driver. Like, I'm one of them people where when my friend is the driver, I try my best to shut my mouth because it's like, I just really just don't want to be making orders in the passenger seat. So I was just like, it's whatever you want to do. If you want to go, let's go. So we went. Girl, I know, like, girl, I feel like I'm on FaceTime with y'all, but y'all can't talk. But y'all talk in the comments. Y'all talk in the comments, okay? So then, we get to the kickback, and bitch, this was not a kick nor a back because nobody was there. It was like, I'm gonna say give or take 10 people. And I'm just looking like, what is this? And so I'm thinking that it's gonna be the whole party like from before, because they said they moved the kickback here. Mind you, with so many people at that other kickback, why is there not a lot of people at this one? So me and her, we're just clueless, and we're just looking like, where is everyone? So he's like, they coming, y'all come in. Like, that's her boyfriend. So I'm just mean bugging him, and he's like, what? Like, he bug at me trying to be funny, and I was like, boy, bye. Like, I literally told him, boy, bye. And so he was just laughing. So I told the boy of the house. Now these are apartments. This is not a house. These are apartments. So I told the boy, I said, can we please go to the restroom? Because we were running and scruffling and bumping into people, we looked a hot mess. So I wanted to go to the restroom and touch up on my makeup, touch up on my hair and stuff. And, you know, just like fix our clothes, you know, just to use. So he's like, yeah, he's like, but the restroom is inside my room. So he had the restroom that was like connected to his room. So we went inside his room. We're inside the restroom and we're just talking about everything. And I was just telling her how like her nigga was acting weird. I was like, your nigga's acting mad weird. Like, he was just acting weird. Like, he was acting rude and shit. And she's like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, she's like, he's just been acting rude all night. Like, we're complaining about him. Out of nowhere, we're hearing, what are we hearing? We're hearing, open the fucking door. Open the fucking door. And we're thinking, what's going on? Like, what's going on? And mind you, we're hearing open the fucking door, but we are also hearing, like, we're hearing open the fucking door while somebody's yanking at this boy's room door. Like, we're in the restroom, but we can hear someone yanking because the music had not came yet. I'm guessing that like the kickback had not started yet. Like, we can hear everyone's conversation. So we're hearing, open the damn door, open the damn door. So I look at Zebra and I'm like, what's going on? And she was like, I don't know. Like, so we continue talking and laughing and stuff. We're thinking that whoever is pulling at the door thinks that the boy is in the room. So that's what we're thinking. We're not thinking nothing of it. So then me and Zebra were laughing, and all of a sudden we hear, and I can damn hear y'all. And when y'all come out this restroom, both y'all getting y'all ass whooped. We like, who is this? So at this point, Zebra liked to fight. So Zebra said, what's going on? And all we hear is the boy yelling, bro, like, you doing too much, like, sit down. Like, we hear that. And she's like, nah, cause you got bitches up in your room and da-da-da, like this and that. So we put 2 and 2 together, and 2 and 2 is equaling 4. So we're like, okay, so I'm guessing his girlfriend thinks that he was in here with girls and she's getting mad. I hate when girls do that. Access the scenery, access what's going on, and then go off. Don't be just doing the most. Like, girls, some girls be doing too much. So she's yelling, and it just all has to do with the fact that a lot of these girls niggas be cheating. So basically, once they nigga cheat on them once, instead for them to leave, they stay with the nigga, and then they start accusing him of cheating 24/7. That's just what it is. So she's screaming, she's banging at the door. So I looked to Zebra and I said, Zebra, do you see what's going on? Y'all, I looked to Zebra. Zebra was funny, y'all. I looked to Zebra, mind you, we're still in the restroom of the mirror. Zebra's looking in the mirror, and I look to her. All I see is this. Yeah, I see what's going on. Hoes want to play with me tonight. Hoes ain't gonna play with me tonight, cause I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give it to them. Hoes ain't gonna play with me. Hoes ain't gonna play with me tonight, Irene. Come on, we ready? I said, who is we? We the paper. Who is we? So at this point in time, y'all, Zebra's tying up her hair, and you just gotta be You have to be careful with people who like to fight. This girl liked to fight. Like, she was happy. Like, she was ready. Like, she was smiling in the mirror. Like, she was like, it was so funny to watch. Because I'm just literally looking at her like, girl, who fighting? Like, I am not fighting. Like, I'm not even trying to be one of them prissy bitches, because I'm not. But I do not like fighting at parties and kickbacks. I don't want you snatching my wigs. I don't want you snatching my weave. Like, I just do not like fighting, like, at kickbacks, at parties. If I have to, I will. But I don't like the thought of it, you know. So she's preparing, and mind you, y'all, she ties up her hair and she's like, boom, boom, like she punching like the mirror. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I literally looked at her and I said, Zebra, what are you doing? She said, bitch, I'm preparing. And she's like, you need to put your hands up and prepare too. The fuck? She don't, like she keep punching the mirror. And mind you, I'm like, Zebra, stop punching this boy's mirror before you really crack it. Like, she's actually connecting. Like, she don't, like she connected type shit. I'm like, stop punching this boy's mirror before you actually break this boy's mirror, and then we really fight. So he's yelling. The boy's yelling, not at us, because we're still in. And the boy's basically telling her, get the hell away from the door, bro, with your fucking crazy ass, or I'll slap you. Like, he's screaming at her. And she's like, nah. And we can also hear girls in the background too, like, you're not gonna play my friend. So at this point, we figure out that it's not just her. Like, she had like about 4 other people with her. So he's screaming at all of them, and he basically tells us to stay in the room. He's screaming at us to stay in the room. So Zebra's like, nah, we coming out. Nah, like Zebra screaming. And I'm like, no, we not coming out. We staying in this room. Like, I don't care. Whatever y'all got to say in the comments, call me a punk. I don't want to fight. Like, and mind you, it wasn't just her and her friend. Like, we was going to get jumped. Like, it was about 4 bitches. No. So she's like, so Zebra's like, I don't care. She's like, you take 2, I take 2. Bitch, who take who take who taking 2? I know I told you guys earlier that 2 + 2 was equaling 4, but it's no longer equaling 4. Who's taking 2? Like, Zebra, this is not Mortal Kombat. This is not Taekwondo. This is not Street Fighter. This is not nothing. We not taking 2. Like, you are not telling me that I take 2 and you take 2. Because who take who? No. I don't even want to take 1, let alone 2. Now, like I said, when push came to shove, me and Zebra used to be knocking hoes down at parties. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, if it got to the point where we felt like we had to fight, we just used to fight, you know. But in that moment, I did not want to fight. I looked so pretty that night. My outfit was cute. Like, I just was not in the... And then, oh, I didn't even tell y'all that. What's his face? Zebra's boyfriend's friend was there. I'm not fighting in front of my crush. I'm not fighting. So I told her, I was like, we're not fighting. And she was like, yes, we are. Like, I said, you're fighting on your own. Mind you, y'all, she wasn't going to fight on her own, because if them hoes started knocking, we was just going to have to start bucking, you know, oh well. But, you know, I just was trying to get her, like, she was like, no, I'm not, you gonna jump in. Like, she started laughing, because she know that I would never let her, like, you know, just fight on her own, and bitches are all jumping on her, and I'm just looking, no, that's not me. So she's like, you gonna jump in, I'm like, bro, we don't need to fight. Like, let him handle the situation and let us keep it pushing. And I was like, and I want to go home. Like, I don't even want to be here no more, because time was going on and nobody else was coming to the house. Like, bro, this is not a kickback. Like, y'all lied. So she's like, all right. So she's sitting there, and she's just like standing at the door like this. She's just standing at the door, and she just hitting her fist like this. She's standing at the door. So out of nowhere, we went from hearing, like, mind you, while me and her are having a conversation, we're hearing the girl yell at the boy and her friends in the background scream, talk, like banging at the door. So out of nowhere, we hear pure silence. We don't hear no more screaming, no more yelling. So Zebra's boyfriend come knocking at the door. Mind you, Zebra's boyfriend, he was not in the house when it happened. Like, he was downstairs. So I guess when he came in, they told him what happened. So he was banging at the door really hard, and he was like, Zebra, Irene, open up now. Like, he started screaming at us. So we opened up, and he was like, what's this about girls want to fight you? Yeah, like he's basically trying to blame us. I'm looking at him like, bro, sit your ass down. Like, niggas was just trying to fight you 30 minutes ago, and you was crying like a bitch. Don't come here trying to press us. Like, he was trying to press us like we was being troublesome. Like, he was like, yeah, like, y'all always started mess. Like, he what? Like, we could have said the same for you, but no, we was running through red lights trying to save your ass. Like, shut up. So I literally looked at Zebra and I was like, can we go home, bro? Like, this, like, I'm getting mad. Like, I started getting mad now. I was like, I'm starting to get mad. Can we go home? And she was like, yeah, let's go home. He told myself, you taking me home. You taking me home. Y'all, I put my foot down that night. I said, no, she's not. I said, however you got here, take your ass home. We're going home now. And he was like, nah, you taking me home. I said, if you want to come with us, we're going home now. Like, we're not going home on your time. Like, I started getting mad because it's like, you done damn near controlled our whole night. And you still trying to control our night. Like, no. So I said no. And I started yelling at Zebra. So I was like, Zebra, please don't piss me off. Like, I started getting mad at her too. Because whenever this girl get around this nigga, it's like she lose all her brain cells. So I said, Zebra, please do not press me. Like, please, I'm begging you not to piss me the fuck off. Like, I'm telling you that this nigga's about to piss me off. So she told him straight up. She said, we're going home now. She told him. She put her foot down. She was like, we're going home now. Like, she's like, too much has happened tonight. We're going home now. If you don't want to go home now, I'm not waiting here with you. So what did he do? He packed his shit up and we went home. And we went home with his friend too, my crush. I was like, ooh, I was happy that I was like, and him and her, they sat in the back of the seat. I don't even want to get into that. I don't know what happened. I know what happened, but ew. But he basically she tried to tell me, Irene, can you drive my car? Can you drive my car, please? Girl, I am not driving your car so you can do whatever y'all want to do in the back of the seat. Like, we are going home. Like why? Like, why can't y'all just wait type shit till we get home? But I told her, I was like, no, I'm not driving your car. But his friend, y'all know how boys be. They be trying to stick up for their homeboys. They be trying to, y'all know boys do anything so they can get their, sorry. Y'all know boys, y'all know how guys are. Y'all know guys are always trying to help their friends get some coochie. So his friend talking about, I'll drive. You don't got to drive, Irene. I'll drive. And he was like, come sit in the passenger with me. I'm like, shit. I was going to do that anyways because I'm not going to be sitting in the back while they're doing whatever they're doing. Like, I was going to do that anyway. So, whatchamacallit, I sat in the passenger with him and yeah, I'm not going to lie. Like, I turned around once and I seen things that I didn't like. So I never turned around after that. But we went to go get something to eat and then, we used to chief back then, so we went to their house. We went to his house, Zebra's boyfriend house, and we was chiefing and stuff, and we was eating, and I was caking with the friend, and me and the friend did some things. Nothing serious, but we did a little, yeah. But yeah, it was that was an eventful night to say the least. Like, that was a very eventful night. Like, one of them nights where you just look back on and was like, what's wrong with me? Like, why did I do things? Like, why did I do the things that I did? But yeah, that was one of them crazy nights. And I had many more story times like that with Zebra. So yeah, that's the ending of this story time, guys. If you guys like this video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I know every YouTuber says, guys, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. But really, like, comment, and subscribe. One of the main things that I want you guys to do is like the video. Liking the video push my videos out more, so more people can watch it. More people can watch it. Like, I want this video. I want just do it. So then also, y'all, I filmed a story time for you guys the other day and then delete it. So be expecting another story time this week. I'm gonna go back and refilm it. So yeah, y'all, I love you guys so much. If you are new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.